Hello, hello, hello. Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, yes,
Hello, how are you?
good, good.
How was your
And you?
morning?
Um, Great. I think I didn't do so much.
Okay, so it was quiet and relaxing.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for you. What is the weather in your city?
It's cloudy today.
Really? So it's not so hot.
No, it's Bogota in
That's
Colombia.
great. Good for you. Nice weather. I wish I had that one too. But here is pretty cold. I mean, so hot.
I prefer the cold, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class. How are you? I can see Justin, Neoli. How are you guys? Have you been?
Hello,
I'm
and
fine,
very well.
teacher.
Thank you.
Excellent. Welcome to the class. How was your morning? Uh-huh. Anything interesting?
Well, mine is just starting, so
Okay.
nothing interesting.
All right. How about you guys? How was your morning? Did you do anything interesting? Uh-huh. Not at all.
In my case, I'm just editing some videos and practicing in Duolingo.
That's great. Good for you. Excellent. All right. So everyone, welcome to the class and thank you so much for being on time. Today we are going to check the topic that we started yesterday. And basically today we are going to be finishing the unit number 5. So if everything goes well, tomorrow we'll be starting the pre-intermediate 2. Okay? So let's start. I'm going to start sharing the presentation. What was the topic that we studied yesterday? Do you remember?
Superlatives and comparative.
That is the one. And another topic, there was another one that we couldn't study it like a lot, just at the end of the class. What was it? You remember? No? Ah, all right, no worries. We are going to learn it today. Let me share the presentation. Can everybody see the presentation? Yes?
Yes,
Great. Okay, so today is May 23rd. Okay, as I said, we are going to finish the unit number 1 and we are going to finish the pre-intermediate 1. So tomorrow will be intermediate 2. Okay, so this is the topics that we are going to study today, the difference between one and ones. Okay, do you remember when can I use one and when can I use ones? Do you remember anyone?
In singular and plural.
That's great, definitely. So remember, one is for singular, countable or uncountable.
Concept.
Uh-huh. Countable, exactly. Remember, I cannot use one for uncountables. So one, it's in order to avoid repetitions. And this is a topic that we checked yesterday. We checked the examples. I've bought these 2 lipstick. So the girl bought 1 lipstick that is red and the other lipstick that is purple. Okay, so she has 2 lipsticks. But which one does she prefer? What do you think? Which one do you prefer? Does she prefer? The red one or the purple one?
The purple one.
Exactly. So, because the purple is only one, we say the purple one. We cannot say the purpose ones, no, because it's only one, is singular. And we use the word want to avoid repetitions, okay? To avoid repeating lipsticks again. That's the idea. Now, let's see the other examples. Once. Once is for plural, okay? Plural, but countables. In this case, if you see, we have socks. That's plural. We got the small ones and the big ones, okay? And he says, the big ones are mine. We use the word once in order to avoid repetition. I mean, in order to avoid saying the word socks again. So who are these socks? The biggest ones are mine. So again, the difference is simple. One is for singular, okay? And once is for plural. That's all. Is it clear? Yes?
Yes.
All right. Now, if you see, we got another example. We can use one and once with the double H word, which. All right, and here we got an example. Which one do you want? I have the red option and I have the green option. So you can only pick one. Okay, so which one do you want? In this case, how can I answer? If I want to say, prefiero la roja, la manzana roja, pero no quiero repetir la manzana, el nombre manzana. How can I answer?
I want the red one.
Very good. I want the red one. Okay? En lugar de decir the red one, podríamos decir, I want the red apple. Pero la idea es to avoid repetition. So, I want the red one. Okay? Look at the other picture. In the other picture, it's a little bit different. In the other picture, we say, which ones? Because look, how many red apples do I have here? A lot, right? How many green apples do I have here? A lot too. So what happens if I want the apples that are green? How can I answer? Which ones do you want? What will be the answer?
I want the green ones.
That is the one. Very good. I want the green ones. So here is plural. We need to say it in plural. Got it? Understood? Is it clear the difference between which one and which ones?
Yes.
Yes? Cool. If you have a question, please, just let me know. I can explain again. Now, another scenario where we can use the word one or once is when we use the determiner, for example, this or that, this one or that one. Imagine in this case, can I say something like this one? What do you think? Can I say that? This one. Or those one. Can I say that? What do you think?
No,
Why not?
because it's singular.
Very good. We know that these and those is for plural. So we cannot combine plural and singular, okay? So we are going to say this one or that one. And here we got an example. This one, I just have one. This one is blue. And, ¿qué color es el otro? That one is red. Si se fijan, we only have one. Uno azul y uno rojo. Okay? So this one is blue, that one is red. Pero ¿qué pasa si tengo más de uno? What happens here? Look at the next picture. Ya no voy a decir this, and I cannot say that. So now, look, I will say, these are blue, and those are red. So if you see, that's the difference. Be careful with this. This and that go with one. These and those go with ones. Got it? Yes?
Yes.
Imagine if I'm talking about cars, can I say that one is my car? Is that correct?
No,
What is the correct one?
that one is my car.
Perfect. If you see that means singular. And I only have one car, so the correct one will be that one is my car. Another example. Let's see. These one are my students. Can I say that?
No,
What is the correct one?
these ones are my
Correct. Very good. Look, these ones are my students because it's plural. Now, let's see another scenario where we can use one and ones. We can use it with the article the, okay? For example, the one on the left is more expensive. I can ask the question, hey, everybody, look at the dress here. I have two dresses, so which one is more expensive? How can we answer? We are going to say the one on the left. The one on the left is more expensive. Which one is cheaper? What will be the answer? Which
The
one is
one on the
cheaper?
right.
Good job. Exactly. Also, we can use it with colors. Okay. For example, instead of saying the one on the left or the one on the right, we can say the pink one or the, oops, blue one. Which one is more expensive? The pink one. Which one is cheaper? The blue one. Okay, so we can use it with adjectives and followed by the word noun, one or ones. Is it clear? Yes?
Yes.
Any questions so far? Are you sure?
You sure I have a question?
Go ahead.
What's the difference with too expensive and more expensive?
Oh, very good. I'm going to explain that. Let me open the whiteboard. So we have too expensive and more expensive. Let's start with more. More is when we are comparing, okay? It's a comparative form. For example, you can say, let's see, pizza, for example, is more expensive than a salad. Okay, so more expensive, we use it when we are going to compare and we are saying that one thing is superior to the other one. On the other hand, too expensive, in this case, too, it's indicated more than what you need, okay? More than what you need, oops. Or it means more than what you want. That is the meaning of too. In the translation, what will be the translation if I say too expensive? Any idea?
Muy caro.
In this case is demasiado, all right? So when you use the expression too, most of the time is because you are talking in a negative way. For example, imagine that you want to buy a cell phone and in the store, the cell phone is, let's see, $950. What do you think? Is expensive or is too expensive? What do you think? Imagine that is not an iPhone, right? It's just a simple Android.
Too expensive.
Exactly. So in this case, we can say, ooh, this cell phone, it's too expensive. So that means demasiado caro, right? Demasiado, I mean, and in this case is negative. Cuando ustedes utilicen to, le estamos dando un sentido negativo. ¿Ok? But in this case, cuando usamos la palabra more, no necesariamente tiene que ser en un ámbito negativo. Simplemente estamos comparando dos cosas y decimos cuál es superior. ¿Ok? ¿Se entiende la difference between more expensive and too expensive?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Any other questions, guys, that you may have? No? All right, let's continue. I have some pair of shoes right here. So we have plural. And I can say, the ones on the right are more expensive. Okay? So which ones are cheaper? What would be the answer?
The pink ones are cheap.
That's
No.
correct. Are cheaper.
Are cheaper.
Good. So you see, the pink ones. We don't say, the pink one. The pink ones are cheaper. Or you can say, the ones on the left are cheaper. Can I say more cheap? What do you think? More cheap? Yes or no?
No.
No,
No.
cheaper.
Exactly, that's the one. Very good. So, also, as we were saying, we can use it with the adjective exactly as in the previous example. Instead of saying, the one on the left, we can use the colors, okay? In this case, which dog is smaller? The brown one or the black one? Which one is smaller? What do you think? Ajá. Which dog is smaller? ¿Cuál es más pequeño?
The black one.
Very good. You will say the black one is smaller. Which one is bigger?
The brown one.
Yes. So you can say, okay, the brown one is bigger. So we can use it with adjectives too. Now in the second picture is exactly the same, but with plurals. Which gloves do you like best? And here we got different colors. So which one do you prefer? Uh-huh. The what?
I prefer the white ones.
Very good. I preferred the white ones. Simple. So in this case is plural. Yes? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Questions? Or are you ready for an exam? Uh-huh. Okay, let's have a practice. And if you have questions, this is the moment that we can answer them. So again, you use one for singular. You can use it in phrases like which one, okay? This one or that one. You can use it with the article da, like the one on the left. You can use it with colors, the pink one or the red one, okay? And on the other hand, ones is for plural. You can use it with which ones, these or those ones. Also with the article the ones. And if you want to use an adjective, also the plus the adjective plus ones. That's the only difference. Now let's see some exercises. Be careful, everyone. I'm going to show you some sentences and you decide which one is the correct answer, okay? Let's see. Number one, this bag is very old. I need a new, what do you think? What is a complete
One.
sentence? A
One.
new one. Am I talking in singular or in plural?
Singular.
Exactly. That's why we say a new one. Okay, I need a volunteer for reading the number 2, please. Uh-huh.
The small pineapples are sweeter than the big one.
Okay, the big one or the big ones?
The big ones.
Okay, everybody, what do you think? Do you agree?
Yes.
Definitely. If you see, we are talking about the pineapples, so it's plural. And this one, we say plural too. Another volunteer for reading the number 3, please. Uh-huh.
The new smartphones are much faster than the old ones.
All right, old ones. What do you think, everybody? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Excellent. All right, number 4. In the number 4, we have 2 spaces. Let's start with the first one. Volunteer for reading.
Okay, which is your car? The black one or the white one?
Everybody, is that correct?
Yes.
Definitely. In this case, I'm just talking about one car. So the black one or the white one, you just have to pick singular, only one. Okay, number 5, volunteer for reading, please. Uh-huh.
She needs new shoes. The old ones are too small.
Okay, the old ones. Everybody, what do you think? Is that correct?
Yes.
Definitely. Good job. Okay, the next one, volunteer for reading.
If you buy 2 bottles of water, you get a third one free.
Third one. Guys, what do you think? Is that correct?
Yes.
Definitely. So that means that you are going to receive one extra, but per free. Good job. Okay, number 7, volunteer for reading.
These dresses are expensive. Are there any cheap ones?
Cheap
Are
ones.
there- Yes.
Everybody, what do you think? Do you agree?
Air. No.
Yes.
Wait. Are there? Yes, yes. Are there any?
Okay, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The key is the verb to be. Okay? In this case, look, are there any cheap ones? You know that are is for plural. Is for singular. So be careful. Okay, what about the other one? Jack has 3 pens. A red,
A
One.
red one
a
and
red one,
two green
or
ones. Two green
2,
ones.
green one or green ones.
Green ones.
That's correct. Or 2 green ones. Great job. Volunteer for the number 9.
I would like to have a cupcake. The red one looks great.
The red one looks good. Again, in this case, we are talking in singular. And the last one, I would like to have some cupcakes. The green
One.
one or ones? What do you think?
Ones.
Ones. Look at the sentences. The sentences are very similar. But what is the difference? The plural and the singular form. Remember that if it is in singular, the verb needs to have the letter S. And if it is plural, the verb doesn't need the letter S. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes? Any question so far? Yes? No? Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, if you don't have questions, I'm going to give you a sentence each one, and you have to answer it correctly, okay? Here we go. The first one, let's see. Can you see the sentences? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the first one will be for Mr. Juan Diaz, okay? Next one will be for Mr. Johan Flores. The other one will be for Mr. John Sabogal. And Who else? Well, oh, I can see Justin. Very good. The next one is for Justin. Okay, Justin Amaya. Oops, oops, oops. And who's missing? Neoli. Okay, this one is for you. I think we all, right? Is missing someone? Okay. Hold on here. Okay, whenever you're ready, tell me your sentence and we start.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Juan.
Do you have an umbrella? Yes, I have two ones.
Everybody, is that sentence correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, look, I have two, plural. Very good. Who else is ready?
Me.
Go ahead.
Third. The third one. Kevin has bought these yellow toys and those pink ones.
All right, and those pink ones. If you see, this is the key. Those. That one is for plural nouns. Very good. Who else is ready?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
These jeans don't fit me. Can you bring a bigger one?
Okay, a bigger one like this?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, do you agree?
Once.
Once?
Oh, yes, once.
Why? Why do you think that is once instead of one?
Because the is this
Look, these. And remember that in English, everyone, jeans is always in plural, okay? Jeans. So that's why we are going to say, can you bring me bigger ones? Okay, Johan or Justin, who's ready?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
This tea is already cold. I want a warmer one.
A warmer one. Guys, what do you think? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, it's singular. Okay, it's missing Justin and who else? Luis. Luis, did I give you a sentence? No, right?
No.
Okay, so the next one, oops. Okay, give me a second. The exercise got closed. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to open the exercise again. So the next sentence is going to be for Luis. Okay, one moment. Okay, here we are. So these ones will be for Luis. And this one, who was answering this? I'm sorry.
Me.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
No, thanks. I have just had one.
All right. Imagine if somebody asked you guys, would you like a glass of juice? And you say, no, thanks. I have just had one. Singular, okay? But what happens if I have two glasses of juice? Can I say I just had once? Yes or no?
Sorry, what was the question?
Imagine that I just had, instead of one, I say, I have just had two. Imagine, me tomé más de un glass of juice. Podría decir, I just have once en lugar de
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Excellent. Okay. The next one, Mr. Luis, go ahead.
I have lost my gloves somewhere. I need to buy a new one.
Okay. New one.
One.
Ones. Do you agree, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, because if you see, I'm talking about the gloves. All right, so that's plural. So basically, guys, this is the topic. You just have to pay attention if you are talking in singular or if you are talking in plural. Singular, we use once. Plural, singular one, plural once. And that's all. Got it? Yes?
Can I say something
Go ahead.
about the question number 4?
Let's move on.
Well, and the question, can you bring bigger? I think a trick is that the question doesn't has the letter A. Can you bring a yes bigger one?
In this case, that is a key. If you see, it doesn't say a. ¿Por qué no dice a bigger one? What do you think?
It's plural. Also.
Exactly. So, eso es algo en lo que se podrían fijar también y les va a poder dar una indicación de si van a decir one or ones. Si dijese la letra A, immediately you know, that's singular. ¿Ok? Así que, entonces sí voy a decir one. Como en el caso de la number two. En la number two dice a warmer one. So immediately we say, okay, singular. En este caso, recordemos, jeans is always in plural, por eso no usamos el a, right? Por lo tanto, siempre sabemos que tendríamos que decir ones. ¿Ok? Así que esa a también nos puede dar una pista si vamos a decir one or ones. ¿Qué otra palabra nos puede dar la pista si vamos a usar one or ones? What do you think? Look. ¿Nos pueden indicar esas palabras si vamos a usar one or ones? Si decimos those,
Yes.
immediately sabemos, those es para plurals. This es para singular. Así que solo tienen que ir prestando atención en si necesitamos un singular o un plural. Understood, everyone? Yes?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Now, this topic is very common to use it when somebody asks you which one do you prefer. Okay, so for example, I have some shoes here. Imagine that some people say, okay, which ones do you prefer? If you want only one pair of shoes, a ver, let's see, which one do you like more? You can pick the color, okay? We got blue, red, gray, black and white, sky blue, gray.
I prefer the blue one. Blue ones.
Very good. I prefer the blue, in this case, one or ones.
Ones?
Correct. Because you are not going to pick only one shoe. You will pick the two of it. So I prefer the blue ones. How about you guys? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the red ones.
The red ones. Okay. So you see, red ones, plural. Another example. I have here some t-shirts. Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the red one.
All right. In this case, can I say red ones or red one?
Red one.
Correct. Because it's only
One.
one. But if I give you the opportunity to pick more than one, how can I say that? Imagine that you can pick two t-shirts. Which colors do you prefer?
Can I say blue and red ones?
That's good. Look, I prefer the blue and red ones. ¿Por qué aquí se voy a decir ones? Look, I'm talking about 2 t-shirts. So this is depends if you are in singular or in plural. ¿Se entiende la diferencia? Yes?
Yes.
Now look at this. For your birthday, which one do you prefer?
The gray ones. Gray one.
Ah, that's correct. Very good. And you guys? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the white one.
Okay, cool.
I prefer the gray one.
Okay, nice. Anyone else?
I prefer the red one.
The red one? Cool. Now, if you see, this is in order to avoid repeating the noun. Is instead of saying, ah, I prefer the red card. No, it's just, I prefer the red one. All right? Now, look at the dogs. Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the black and ones.
The black?
I prefer the black and white ones.
Okay, 2 of them. Very good. And you guys, which one do you prefer?
I prefer the brown one.
The brown one. Okay. Anyone else?
Me too. I prefer the brown one.
The brown one. So nice. Who else? Uh-huh. So if you prefer more than one, so you can use plural. Ones. If you prefer only one, right? So singular, one. So basically that's the topic, everyone. Again, we can identify which one, basically just based on the context, if you need plural or singular. Got it? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, any questions? Huh?
No.
No questions, are you sure?
Yes.
All right. So basically, guys, that was the last topic that we had to study about the unit number 5 in the pre-intermediate 1. Okay. Is there any topic that you felt difficult in the pre-intermediate one? Let me show you the platform. In the unit number 1, basically, we were just talking about introducing yourself, right? Do you remember this topic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Easy or difficult, the unit number 1? Kind of easy, right? It's just introducing yourself, talk about you. Then in the unit number 2, we talk about family, describing physical appearance. Do you remember this topic? Yes? A little bit?
Yes.
And only one says
So.
yes. So, which topic do you feel difficult in the unit number 2? Or is there any topic that you would like to review a little bit more?
Describing physical appearance.
Describing physical appearance? Okay, so we can check this one too. Now, how about the unit number 3? Is there any topic that you felt difficult and that you would like to practice a little bit more? No?
No.
Okay. What about in the new unit number 4? Any topic that you would like to practice a little bit more?
Fourth vocabulary.
Good vocabulary? Yeah, we can practice that too. So basically, I think that what you need to practice a little bit more maybe is the vocabulary, not the structure, right? Yes?
Yes, I think
And in
so.
the unit number 5, what do you think? Mhm. Everything clear with the unit number 5?
Yes,
Yes.
everything.
Yes? All right. I hope so, guys. Don't be afraid to tell me if you want to review a specific topic. For example, now let's start with describing physical appearance. Let's practice, because we don't have a lot of time. Let's practice describing physical appearance. We are going to see some vocabulary. If you already know this, great. If not, write it down and try to memorize it. When we are talking about physical appearance, we need to answer one question. And the question is, what do you look like? Okay, what is the meaning of that question? What do you look like? What is the meaning of that question? ¿Qué estoy preguntando yo ahí? What do you look like?
¿Cómo es usted? Algo así.
¿Cómo es su apariencia? Algo así.
Exactly. I'm asking for physical appearance. So, si alguien les pregunta, what do you look like? Basically, les estamos preguntando que se describan a ustedes mismos. ¿Cómo se ven físicamente? También podríamos preguntarla in third person. For example, I can say, what does your best friend look like? So, for example, yo no conozco a su mejor amigo o a su mejor amiga, pero puedo preguntarles, ¿cómo es? Pero en este caso, no estamos preguntando por personality, estamos preguntando por physical appearance. Okay? So, can you give me ideas? What does your best friend look like? Tall, short, slim, chubby, brown eyes, long hair. What characteristics does your best friend have? What do you think?
Wow.
My best friend, no, he has black curly hair. He's tall. He's chubby.
All right.
I don't know. He has brown eyes.
Okay. Can I say brown eyes?
Yes, I know. Brown eyes.
That is the one. Perfect. So if you paid attention, he was describing only physical appearance. And that's the idea. Can I say, for example, my best friend is very funny. Can I say that? In this question?
No.
No, because this one is for personality. Let's review a little bit the vocabulary. When we are talking about the age, look at this picture. Is he young, old, middle age? What do you think?
He's young.
He is young. And how about the next one? They are they young?
They are oldest.
Old. Remember, oldest is to compare. In this case, they are old. How about you guys? Are you young or old? What do you think?
Young.
Young. Yeah, definitely. What happens if you don't feel young but don't feel old? Like you are in the middle. We can say middle age. Okay, so middle age is, for example, 30 years old until the 50 years old. Okay, are you middle age or are you young? What do you think?
I'm young.
Young? Good. Who else? What about you guys? Are you young or are you already in the middle age?
I'm young.
Young? Okay. So no one is middle age? Good for you. Excellent. Okay. How about the body type? Look at his body. What do you think? Is he fat?
It's skinny.
Aha. So skinny is, well, that sounds a little negative because remember that skinny is when you are, you can see all your bones, right? But what else? Another adjective that we can use to describe his body?
Slim.
Slim or thin. Remember that they are synonyms. Thin or slim. Are you slim, guys?
No.
No? Is your best friend slim?
No.
Not really? Cool.
Is fat.
Now, okay, the opposite of slim is fat. But be careful because remember that fat sounds like very strong, like kind of negative. You know that instead of saying fat, we can say, chubby, okay? Chubby is like a nice way to say fat, okay? Now, what happens if you are not fat, but you are not slim? Imagine that you are in the middle. How can we say that? Any idea?
I don't remember.
All right, we can say average build. That means that you are not fat, but you are not thin either. Okay, so you are in the middle. Okay, now
And
if you do a lot of, do you have a question?
yes, and what is well built?
Well built.
Yes.
This is more when, I mean, you are not fat, you are not slim, but you do exercise. You are not so muscular, but even though you have like your body well defined, so that means that you do exercise, that you are kind of athletic. Mhm.
Okay.
And in this case, remember that average build is just a person that is neutral, not fat, not slim, but doesn't do exercise. Okay? So if you go to the gym and you do a lot of exercise, what is this? You have a lot of muscles. That means you are
Strange. Strange.
strong, okay? But your body is muscular, okay? So this means that your muscles are very well defined and they are big. Now, talking about your body too, a nice way to say fat is chubby. Remember that chubby is a person that is not so fat, okay? We can say that it's just pasadito de peso, okay? It's just a little bit. So that's why we say chubby. But it's better to say chubby than say fat. Of course, si ya la persona de verdad es demasiado, muchas libras de más, entonces ahí ni modo, sí tendríamos que decir fat. But remember, that is a very strong adjective y puede sonar como bastante rudo, así que hay que tener cuidado con esa palabra. Let's talk about the face. What is the name of these little dots in her face? Do you remember?
No.
How do we say this in Spanish?
Pecas?
Las pecas, right? In English is freckles. Do you have freckles?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
No? How about your best friend? Does your best friend have freckles? No? All right, so don't forget it, freckles. Now, when you get old, you start having a lot of, how can I say this? Arruguitas.
Facial lines.
Yeah, we can say that. But what else? Another one? Okay, look, we can say wrinkles. Do you have wrinkles, guys?
No.
No, you are young, right? So, wrinkles. What is the translation for wrinkles?
Arrugas?
Yes, very good. Okay, what was the first one? Ya se les olvidó. Oh my goodness. ¿Cuál es la primera?
Freckles.
Freckles. And this one? Vayan tomando nota. This one is
Wrinkle.
wrinkles. Great. Excellent. Mañana les voy a preguntar, así que espero que se acuerden del vocabulary, all right? Now, when you are a teenager, you have a lot of, what is this? In Spanish?
Grano barro.
Los barros, espinillas, right? How can I say that in English? Any idea?
Pimple. Pimple?
Pimples, yes, that's correct. Do you have pimples right now?
No.
No, right, you are not teenagers anymore. Did you have pimples when you were teenagers?
No, thank God.
Ah, very lucky guy. Good job. Okay, now, what is this? Ajá. Remember, esta no es una peca, right? What is this?
Mole.
That's the one. It's a mole. Translation? Un
Lunar.
lunar. Do you have a mole on your face?
Yes.
Yes? Cool, very nice. And if you had an accident, for example, you will have a mark. What is the name of that mark?
Scar.
Is a what?
Scar.
Scar, yes. Do you have scars in your body?
Yes.
Yes. I think we all have scars, right? Especially when we were kids, we got a lot of accidents, so we got scars. All right, look at the last one in her face. This little hole, what is that? In Spanish? ¿Cómo le decimos en español? Así, lo que tenemos en los cachetitos. Bueno, no todos, right? Some of them. Ajá.
Cheek holes.
Not really. It's another one. In Spanish? ¿Cómo le decimos en Spanish? No idea?
I don't know.
All right. Well, here we called it camanances. Have you ever heard that? Yes?
Yes.
So,
Come on.
in English, we say dimple. Parecido a los pimple, but with the letter D. Dimples. Do you have dimples?
Oh,
No? And you guys, do you have dimples?
No.
No? All right. Quickly, let's see if you remember. What was this?
Scar.
scar,
Scar.
pimple. No, pimple.
Mm, no, what is it?
Mole.
Mole. Yes. Remember, mole es para lunar, okay? How about this one? Lo acaban de
Pimple.
decir. Este sí, pimples. Very good. When you are old. Uh-huh.
Wrinkle.
Wrinkles. That's the one. And little dots in your face.
Reckless.
Freckles. Good job. Okay, keep in mind the vocabulary. Tomorrow we are going to practice it a little bit more in order that you don't forget it, because unfortunately right now we don't have more time. Any questions before leaving?
No, no.
No questions? Okay, I hope you don't forget the vocabulary, all right? Tomorrow we will continue practicing. Well, guys, thank you so much for connecting to the class. It's been a pleasure. So have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow.
See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Bye. See
Bye,
you.
teacher.
Bye.